in the flesh.
There it is. That is unbelievable. That is
Been on there for about 2 years.
so you mentioned it was a bet. I guess
Yes.
give some of the background to what that bet was and what led you to get that tattoo.
Or was it the 2022 season? And I'm a Giants fan. I'm forever a diehard Giants fan. So my husband and I, we've been doing this together since 2014, and we just decided to amp it up a tad bit and let's just do tattoos. So the first one, I don't know if I had mentioned this other places. I lost and I had to get Garner Minshew's mustache above my knee. So, all right, I figured that was funny. That's fine. So the very last game, the Giants against the Eagles, I'm thinking to myself, if my husband lost, he had to get a little Eli Manning on his butt cheek. And if I lost, I said, all right, I'll do a pinup of Jason Kelce. I figured I love Jason Kelce. I respect that man, his wife, his just who he is as a person. So I figured it was a win-win for me. But I was still kind of hoping that I would have got a win. But it's the Giants of 2022. Anyway, so I lost. And who else am I going to call? I'm going to call Joe from Pale Horse. He was at a different shop at that point. But anyway, I called him and he was down for it. I told him my ideas, what it was. I did not expect something like this. He killed it. And here we are.
And so how long did it end up taking to get it all set and squared away on your arm? Like, I imagine that doesn't take an hour to do.
No, no, I think it was close to 3 hours. And again, I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I want to say three and a half hours. Joe's very meticulous with everything. And again, I didn't know that he was putting the eagle where it's at. I love it so much. But yeah, let's say about maybe three and a half hours.
Not sure if you're willing to share. What did he do it for free? Did it cost you like
Oh,
a
no, no, no. No, and even if he tried that, that's not who I am. If anybody tries to give me something for free, I will absolutely pay you. Um, oh my gosh. I remember it being surprisingly low. And I remember looking at him like we wound up giving him a pretty good tip, but I don't exactly remember the exact number, but it was low.
and you mentioned obviously being a fan of Jason Kelce and his wife Kylie. They all saw it, included their new Heights accounts. What was your reaction to when you saw Jason tweet about your tattoo?
Well, at first I was like, what do you mean you're not sure if you should be flattered? But then again, he didn't know the story. A lot of people thought right away, oh, it's a man that got it. So, of course, he doesn't know the story. I am a Giants fan, and I now have your naked body on my arm for the rest of my life. So, absolutely be flattered, sir. But I felt kind of bad about Kylie because I would never want to disrespect her. It's really just love. Although I'm a Giants fan, I have a lot of respect for the Eagles and what they are as a team. So who else am I going to put on my arm? Jason Kelce.
And obviously, like you said, he probably didn't know the whole backstory behind it. Now,
Yeah.
have you like tried reaching out to him, just like clarify, like, hey, I'm a Giants fan. This thing.
Yeah.
So have you reached out to him and maybe have heard back from him yet?
Haven't heard back from him, and I totally understand. I don't really expect to. But since 2023, we contacted New Heights. I know a whole bunch of people were tagging him on Instagram. I don't have X. I'm old school, I guess. I don't even know how to use it. So we've been trying for a little while. I have videos all over TikTok, but we tried. I'm glad that he saw it. I'm really glad that he saw it, and I'm really glad that Joe is getting the respect that he deserves as an artist.
And obviously, like you said, you're a fan of him. So there's no plans to cover this tattoo up. You're gonna show this tattoo off till the end of time.
This is who I am as a person. A bet is a bet. Although if I get it covered up, I still went through with it. No, I don't. I don't care. It's a funny story. It's something that my husband and I like to do. So I could tell my grandkids one day.
So I'm assuming your husband's the Eagles fan of the relationship. I'm a Giants fan, so
Hard.
I apologize that, but obviously it seems like you guys are having fun. Now that this tattoo is kind of, I guess, more publicly known, everyone knows about it. Is there any plans to go to an Eagles game this year and flex that tattoo off? Maybe when the Giants host the Eagles down at MetLife Stadium, are you gonna show this tattoo off, or you maybe keep that a little undercover in those sites?
Absolutely not. I'll be there. We still go to games. I'll even if the Giants aren't playing, I'll go to an Eagles game. That's fine. I might be playing on my phone most of the time, but I'm kidding. I'll still go to an Eagles game, and we try to go to an Eagles game at least once a year. But we are setting it in stone. It's October. We're going to go to East Rutherford, and we're also going to go to the one in Philly. And I should preface, being a Giants fan, I grew up in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So I always have to say that to people because my husband will introduce me and be like, she's a Giants fan. So I have to start off with, I was born in Jersey. I was raised in Jersey. And usually people from Philadelphia be like, oh, okay, I get it.
And
They said,
just my last question is, was usually so obviously this was a pretty big bet you guys did. It seems like the stuff that you guys commonly do. Do you
yes,
guys have any plans for your bet this year? I mean, I know it might be a it might be a long shot for you, especially with the Giants maybe not being
right.
in the best position. So, do you have any idea what the bet could be this year? Yeah, at this point in time.
I am open for suggestions. We usually ask people, our friends and stuff, and or maybe take a poll on Facebook. I am open to it, whether it's a tattoo or if I have to take him somewhere, vice versa. I'm open to whatever because I am a woman of my word.
And just my last question is if Jason Kelce, Kylie Kelce are listening to this, I know you've obviously have DM'd them, just try and clear it up. But like, what's your message if they end up listening to this and they learn more about your story about this?
Don't be mad at me. This is all love, it's respect. And again, although I'm a Giants fan, I respect Philadelphia. I respect Eagles. And it was just, it's just my personality. And I figured that was the best thing to do. If I lost a bet, I have to get an Eagles tattoo. Why not just be naked and, show my pride, I suppose.